Hi guys, I wanted to make this video to show you how I do recurring bills and expenses inside of Pythagoras. Of course, there are two ways. I do it a manual way, but even though it's manual, I find that it's faster for me. But there's also the way to do it in the database templates. So I'm going to show you how I do it manually, and I will just quickly also show you how to, talk you through how to do it the database template way. But I do have that in more detail inside of the setup guide. All right, so this is our transactions area, and we are in our monthly expenses table view, right? So let me tell you how to do the templates. So if you want to have recurring expenses or bills to come up, you can go to the blue new button here, click on the caret or the drop down menu, and you can click new template. When you click new template, you're going to have the option to, so let's say a new bill. All right, and you can input the amount, and that's pretty much, and maybe the category as well. And that's pretty much all you need to do there. And you'll see a new bill up here. Actually, let me go back down. You will see a new bill in the templates for this database. And you can come across here, go to repeat. And you can do it on a monthly basis, most likely. And you can set the time as well. And once you click save, you will see a blue you will see this blue icon here, and that's how you know that you have so this entry is going to show up on that day, on that time, for your recurring bill. So that is one way to do it. However, I have found a workaround because I just like to do it manually. So I'm going to show you how to do that in case you want that option. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this monthly expenses database. I'm just going to title it as bills, and I'm going to change the filter to only show me category that is, I want the category only to be bills. Oh, let me do advanced filter. Let me do category is bills. Great. So now I have here, these are essentially the bills that I want to recur. I'll just remove rent. I'll just remove the month from these, and that's essentially all I need to do for this section. Then what I do is I create a toggle. So I'll do a header 3 toggle, and I put recurring expenses, monthly expenses, and I color this gray. And I'm going to create, how this works is it uses a template button. So I'm going to go ahead and create a template button, / command, type template, and you'll see template button comes up. And this is going to allow me to actually drag all of these settings here into this template block. And that's how I'm going to be able to just duplicate it on a monthly basis. So let's configure this template button now. So I'm just going to put new monthly expenses. And I'm going to remove this to do here. And I'm going to drag, I'm going to first highlight these. And then look for that 6-dot menu and drag it down here into the, where it says drag blocks that you want to duplicate whenever the button is clicked. And that is essentially how I have configured the template. I think I actually usually remove the date, but let's see what happens if I just leave it like that. So I'm going to click close, I'm going to drag my template button into this toggle, and let's see if that's going to, so I will go back to my monthly expenses. If I click new monthly expensive, you will see that it's going to come to this page. Just ignore that. I know it sounds strange. Just ignore that and click back. Right. So just go back after you do that. So I highlight it, and now I'm going to drag them into here. It's going to ask if you'd like to remove sorting. I don't want to remove sorting. And you can see here that these my recurring expenses are now here. But what you should actually do is remove the date. So I'm going to remove the date. I think that if I remove the date, actually, it's going to... Let me clear this filter. Now delete that sort. Yeah, right. So I'm going to remove the dates from here. That way, so I usually do this on the first of the month. So once the date is removed, I can come across here, configure this template again, delete these, highlight all of these, drag them into here, and I'm going to click close. So let's try that again inside of our monthly expenses. So let's say it's the first of the month. I'm now about to add my recurring expenses. I come across this toggle here. I click add new. I go back because that's just a little glitch that's going to happen. At least I hope it is. And I'm going to drag, but I've been using this for months to years. So I'm going to drag that in, don't remove. And then you can see that the date is on today's date. Today is the 15th of March. So it is going to show up because this is filtered to date is this month. It's just going to add today's date, which is great because that's what I need on the first of the month. That's when I do all of these recurring expenses in any case. So yeah, you can go ahead and delete this view as well, but that is how I do my recurring expenses. And you may wonder why. It is because that with the database templates, I cannot set my account as primary or cash or whatever it is, because it's going to subtract that from my the relation. It's going to pick up that a relation was selected, and it's going to subtract it from my account, even though it's just a template. So I don't think that that has been, I'm not sure if Notion is aware that that happens, or if there's a way to fix that for the recurring database templates, but that is my workaround. If I were to set any relation inside of this template, it's going to subtract from my balances up here or from my budget down here, because I do have relations for budget and I do have relations for my account. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I can do another video showing you exactly what I mean, but that's how I do my monthly expenses and recurring database entries currently using the template button inside of Notion.